Hey guys, Jared here with Rack Fanatics TV, and on this week's episode I'll be doing a review on the Vortex Diamondback 8x42 Binocular. Let's get into it. So first off here's the box that these came in, so if I have you guys convinced by the end of the video to buy these, you'll have a little preview of what it's going to look like. So on the side here you have some specs. On the back you have just a little bit more about the binocular, and on this other side you have your VIP warranty. So I'll get into all that right now. So first off, you have the size on these. So your height on these is 5.9 inches and your width is 5.6 inches. The weight of these binoculars is 25.2 ounces and your eye relief adjustment is 18 millimeters. So what that means, I'll explain some of the stuff for you beginners as I go along, so if you're not really sure what I'm talking about, you'll have a better understanding. So your eye relief adjustment is right here. So these are called retracting eye cups, and what those do is, as it says, eye relief adjustment. So they give you eye relief. So what eye relief means is that it helps you so you don't strain your eyes. It keeps your eye away from the lens here so it doesn't strain it too much. So those go anywhere from 0, so that would be all the way closed, to 18 millimeters of adjustment. And they actually have two adjustments on here. So you have halfway and then fully open. So you can adjust it to your preference and whatever works for you. Next up, you have your close focus range. Hence the name close focus. It's the closest that the binocular can focus to an object, and that is 4.5 feet. Then you have your field of view, and that is 420 feet at 1,000 yards. So when you're looking through these binoculars at 1,000 yards, you'll be able to have a field of view in front of you of 420 feet. Then you have interpupillary distance. So on that, I'll explain once again for you guys who are beginners. You have inside of these, it has pupils. So you guys will probably be able to see if I hold it up here. So on the inside of these, dead center of each of these lenses, there's little pupils, and the distance that those are apart is your interpupillary distance, and that goes anywhere from 57, it says, to 73 millimeters. So 57 would be all the way closed like this, and 73 would be all the way open like this. And that's your interpupillary distance. Then you have the accessories that came with this. So if you haven't already seen, this is your Vortex neck strap. So it's the Comfort neck strap. It's just a neoprene neck strap with the Vortex logo on it. So comfortable, easy to use. Then you have your deluxe molded carry case. And you don't see a lot of binoculars coming with this, but it is actually a hard carry case for the binoculars. So when you're traveling and stuff, they won't get bumped around because they're in this nice carry case, and they have a really nice fit when they're inside here. And these also came with a lens cloth, but I just decided to replace it with my own because the one in there wasn't so great. Then you have your tethered lens covers. So on these, here's your top ones, and these ones go on top, and these lenses on top here are called your ocular lenses. And on the bottom, you have the lens covers for your objective lenses. And your objective lenses are 42 millimeters around. So when somebody says 8x42, that first number you always hear will be your magnification, and that second number is your objective lens size. And the bigger that objective lens size gets, the more light transmission you'll get into the binocular. So that really counts in low light conditions. If you know you're going to be hunting in a place that the deer are nocturnal, or whatever you're hunting is nocturnal, then you might want to get a bigger objective lens. So if those animals are coming out just at the last of shooting light, then you'll be able to see what it is and make sure it's legal. So that's something to really look into when you're buying a binocular. And the only downside to going up in the objective lens size is that it will become more heavy. So the binocular will actually gain some weight, and if you go up in magnification, that's also a factor of it, is that it's going to gain a little bit of weight. And then you have, if you go up in magnification too, the downside to that is that it has, it'll be really, not really hard, but it'll be harder to focus in on an object. So when you go to focus on it, and if you just move around a little bit, it's going to look like everything's really moving around inside there. So 8x42 is really good for heavily wooded areas because most of your shots are only out to 100 yards, or not even 100 yards. That's if you have a field on your property hunting over a food plot or something. But mostly, if you're hunting with a bow or something, you're only going to need to see out to 50, 60 yards. Maybe not even. You might not even have that luxury of that big wide open spaces. So lower magnification for heavier wooded areas, and then you want more magnification for those big wide open areas. So if you go out west, that's when you're going to get more magnification. So, but 8x42 is a really good all-around binocular. Next up, you have your rain guard. Sorry guys, I got off track there a little bit, but I just wanted to explain that for you guys who are not really sure what I'm talking about. So then you have your rain guard. So all that is, this whole body on this binocular is coated in rubber armor. I'll show that to you guys. So it has rubber armor all on it, and then you have your diamond checkered grips on the sides here. So I'll try and let that focus in for you guys. So there's that. And then here's this on that side right here. And then while I'm looking at it, there's just the whole binocular. So that's that for you guys. And then you have on the back here, it says that it is argon gas purged with O-ring seals, that guarantees superior fog-proof and waterproof performance. So something else to look into when you're buying a binocular, because if you're out hunting and the temperatures are fluctuating a lot, or it's really humid out, then you don't want those binoculars to fog up, because I mean, it'll save you tons of time walking around trying to find animals when you can be glassing through these and stuff. So you really want to be able to rely on those not fogging up. So that's something to look into. Then they have the fully multi-coated lenses that increase light transmission for maximum brightness. So that really, really helps. Also look into that if you're buying binoculars or just any optics in general. Those are two things to look for. So argon gas purged and fully multi-coated lenses. And they have phase corrected prism for sharp images in contrast. Actually, you know what, let me back up. So the fully multi-coated lenses increase the light transmission for maximum brightness. So like I said before, that helps with your brightness in those low light conditions, and increasing the size of your objective lens helps with that low light. So it just gathers more light into the binocular. So there's that for you guys. Then you have, like I said, your phase-corrected prisms for sharp images and contrast. So that really helps with, just like it says, contrast and those sharp images, those clear images. So really good clarity on them. Like I said before, you have the diamond checkered sides, and you have the super wide field of view for scanning. And then on the bottom here, I'll jump back to the binocular. You have, I'll try and show you guys. If you can see this right here, that's where you unscrew to put a monopod or tripod adapter. So that you can buy that directly from the Vortex site, or I'm sure you can get it at like your local retailer. So like Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, Sportsman's Warehouse, places like that. So I'll put a link for the Vortex's website so you guys can go check that out. If you guys decide that you want to buy these, or if you just want to go look at their website. So that's that for you guys. And then the other thing that you guys can go check out on their website is the VIP warranty. And personally, this is one of the reasons I bought the binocular. So what that is, it's Vortex's VIP warranty, and it is an unlimited, unconditional lifetime warranty that Vortex will repair or replace defective or damaged products absolutely free, no matter the cause. So really, really good on Vortex's part. You guys can go check out some of the stories on the Vortex website, and they're just unbelievable. I mean, I was reading a story, this guy, his dog bit through the rubber on the binoculars, and it cracked some of the lenses and stuff. Sent them back to Vortex, and sooner than he knew it, I mean, he had a brand new pair of binoculars. So really, really good. And then yeah, just tons of stories on there of people either dropping them or their dog getting to hold them, or whatever the issue was. Vortex stands behind their product. So when you're in the field, you shouldn't have to worry about the binocular, something happening to it. And so that's really nice. That's something that I look for when I'm buying hunting products, is companies that stand behind their product and really look out for their customers first. So that's really, really good on Vortex's part. So there's that for you guys. And then I'd like to get into the just some basics on how to operate these. So for those of you guys who don't know how to use binoculars, like I said, you want to retract these so you get that eye relief. Then this right here is called your center focus wheel, and this is called your diopter. So how you use that is you focus this center focus wheel the best you can while looking through these with both eyes open till it's as clear as you can get it in those. Then you switch over to this called your diopter, and this is pretty much your fine tuning for your center focus wheel. So this is the fine tuning. So this is what really, really gets that sharp, crisp image when you're looking through these. And then you focus that the best you can with your left eye closed and your right eye open when you look through this. And the nice thing about this diopter, I know a lot of companies make them with a locking diopter, so that goes down to lock and up to adjust. I like this one because it's stiff, so you can just adjust on the go. You don't have to unlock or unlock. It's just stiff and it stays. So just before you go out or over, just make sure it's where you had it at, and you'll be all good. So I personally like that a lot, and like I said, everybody has their own preferences. I'd like to say that I compared these side by side with the Zeiss and the Swarovski right at my local retailer, Cabela's. So I compared them right there in the store. I know not the best place to compare them at, but clarity wise, I could tell no difference whatsoever. So you're getting a super high-end binocular, as good, or I mean, it's as good or better than the Zeiss or the Swarovski. So I know I'm kind of throwing that out there, but personally, I really believe that. I mean, you're getting super good clarity, super good, just all around binocular. I mean, and you have a company that stands behind you, so no matter what happens, it's backed up. So really, really good. And yeah, like I said, I couldn't tell a difference in clarity or any of that. The clarity on these is just as good, I believe, as the Zeiss or the Swarovski. So if you guys are just beginning and you're looking for really a bang for your buck, this is what I would buy, because you don't want to go out and spend $2,000, $3,000 on one of those super high-end binoculars when you're getting a super high-end binocular, top of the line, for half the price, a quarter of the price of what you pay for a Zeiss or Swarovski, those higher-end binoculars. So really, really good, and I'm beyond happy with these, and I'm sure you guys would be too if you bought them. So one more thing about the warranty is that I know Nikon and Bushnell both have a similar warranty, but I have not seen any stories that compare to the ones with Vortex, because Vortex, you send it back and there's no questions asked about it. I mean, the warranty is just amazing, and that's like I said, personally, one of the reasons I bought these. So I'm sorry, I'm choking. So yeah, that's just one of the reasons I bought these binoculars, and really, really happy with them. I'm sure you guys will be too if you decide to buy these. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribed, and I will see you guys next week on Rack Fanatics TV.